What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. Ooh, and we got a good one today. Today is a good day. We got an exclusive interview with Liangelo Ball that we're going to listen to with the One Star Recruit podcast.
Let's go. AB the Hero, back at it, baby.
All right, so first things first, this interview, I believe you can listen to it on Spotify and all of that stuff. You can go to their Twitter here. Actually, you go message your boy AB the Hero. I'm gonna retweet this link to you so you can get access to the full episode of this podcast. Go over here to the Twitter, show folks some love because they got the exclusive. They got the exclusive, and this is a real good interview from your boy Liangelo Ball. Let's listen to it, and y'all know how we do. We'll get some commentary and some comments as we feel necessary. Let's get into it.
Now joining the One Star Recruits podcast, we have a dog owner, a Chino Hills, California legend, a middle child, and a guard for the NBA G League's Greensboro Swarm, Liangelo Ball. Hey, thanks for coming on One Star Recruits, Jello.
All right, my first pause. He said dog owner. So one of the, if you see him on the Instagram or the socials, he shows a picture of his dogs or whatnot. And I was talking to LeVar and he was like, yo, it's super cool because, Jello gets to see some progress of keeping his mind together as he in there. Cause saying you ain't playing, you want to play, but you get to train that dog. And so he built a really good bond with that dog, which is dope, man. Man's best friend.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I mentioned that you're in the middle brother. I know you're 13 months younger than Lonzo and about 3 years older than Melo, but I'm curious because I have two young boys that are ages 3 and 5, and they fight like crazy now, like nonstop, but I'm hoping they'll be close like the three of you guys are when they get older. Are you in like constant communication with your brothers? You guys call and text every day? I'm just curious, like who do you text more and all that?
Probably not every day, but every other day for sure. Like I talk to them a lot for sure, Melo and Zoe, so. And growing up, really fight for real.
You guys got into it.
We have little arguments getting into it, but we don't really like I want to hit them in the face or nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how me and my brother is. I got a brother, and we super close. We talk probably about it every other day. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe 2 or 3, 4 times a week type of vibe. But we never really fought growing up. There's only a few times where we really threw like fisticuffs. Where I remember one time we actually punched each other in the face one time, and then that was the folks don't like getting hit, so we just kind of played it cool. And then there was one time I hurt him really bad. He had a bike, or there was something going on. We was sharing. My bike was broke. I wanted to use his, and so I tried to take off with his bike, right? But he's chasing me, and I'm running with the bike beside me, and I'm trying to like get on, but I can't like catch my stride good enough to like get on the bike and get out of there before he could stop me. So I just dropped the bike in front of him. He hits it, lands on top of him. The thing that holds the spokes on, whatever, that little gear or whatever, goes into his foot, and then he needs stitches or whatever. And then so obviously I got into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get to that level, but I'm hoping that they're like you guys when they get older. So, hey, you're talking to us from the G League showcase in Vegas right now, and you look good out there last night. I think you were 4 or 5 shooting, and really you've been shooting well during your whole run in the G League this season.
So this interview dropped today, but obviously this must be from a couple days ago.
I know you're getting some good reps out there, and you're a big guard. So is shooting your ticket to get called up at this point? What need do you see yourself filling for an NBA squad?
Yeah, I mean, I think if a team needs somebody to score or like stretch the floor, I think I'll be a good fit. Or if they need shooters, so yeah, it's pretty much just what the team needs. If they tell me they need something, I'm gonna play that way. If that makes sense. Yeah.
All right, so this is interesting right here, just to get off the bat, is if we go way back to the summer league, right? And we had the Hornets summer league coach who is now the G League coach, and he came into a press conference and he emphatically said, we have guys who can score the ball at will, who can go get buckets 30 a night, multiple dudes on the team, right? And we talking about at that time for the summer league, Kai Jones, Book Night, and a lot of guys, Jello Ball included. He said, but for some of these guys, we don't need them to do that. We need them to do something else, right? And we need them to rebound, defense, and all of that stuff. And those were the things that I felt like it's an interesting kind of situation, because that's what Liangelo Ball just said, a team needs somebody to score the ball, shoot it, stretch the floor. I can do all of that stuff. However, if you want me to do something else, I'll do that as well. And I think that it's so hard of a situation because it's like, if you're going to sign a Liangelo Ball, you're bringing him in to shoot the lights out. If you want somebody to rebound and play defense, you could go up and down the G League and get guys who that's all they do. So it's like you got to be a team with a really specific need to get the maximum level out of Liangelo Ball. And so we just have not seen this Swarm team at this point say, you know what, let's see where your ceiling is. And then and where that is, we've seen them do all of these peripheral things, play defense, run the floor, you know what I'm saying? Hope maybe get some rebounds, go stand in the corner. If the play breakdown will get you a shot, but nobody really highlighting his
that makes
space.
Perfect sense. You're kind of the utility player. I think it's right now too. We were talking about it just before you hopped on, how this is a time for ballers, like calling all ballers, you know, like time to show up and opportunity calls. Is there a certain part of your game right now in Vegas that you're focusing on, or you're just really mentally staying pretty well rounded overall?
I'm always just ready to play. Like, I look at the game as it's fun for me. So I like playing games. I like being on the court. So it's not really pressure to me. I like just going out there and playing, man. So I think that keeps my mind level.
Real fast before we move along.
It's not pressure to me. It's something that, if you've been following their story for a long time, LeVar has consistently said, they be like, we're putting that pressure on him. Pressure, and then he talk about like being homeless. You know what I mean? All of these different real life situations that equal to real life pressure as opposed to basketball and what can happen on a basketball court. And I bring that up because it's so interesting to see these like quotables that you get from LeVar Ball consistently show up when these guys talk about life, right? In the game and hoops and the speed and all of this stuff. And it sounds like they heard this a million times from somebody, and then now it's part of who they are.
Because we're on it here. I worked for Golden State for a handful of years. Shooters are going to shoot. Any thoughts just on Curry in general right now? Was that inspiration for you at all? Is that another day at the office for you when you see stuff like that?
I mean, I like seeing stuff like that. It's cool to see, especially like at that level. Like, it's cool to see Steph Curry do that type of stuff. So it was cool. But
is there a shooter you kind of like modeled your shot or your game after growing up? Like maybe Curry's.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I've been shooting far as hell since like a little baby. Like, shot whatever I wanted to on every. Like, even if it's like not the regular shot, like, you know, barely passing half court, I still might pull up. I've been like that since a kid, so I didn't really model my shot after them. But someone that I did watch a lot growing up actually was Ray Allen.
Yeah.
I loved Ray Allen, watching him play.
That quick shot, the way he comes off those screens. Yeah, I didn't know you were launching shots like that originally from Chino Hills. So you might have started this phenomenon out there in Chino Hills, not Steph, getting all the kids.
Yeah.
Hey,
For real.
I'm gonna pause. I'm pulling this up because obviously, if you've been a fan of this channel, y'all have seen these videos that I posted recently with Liangelo, LaMelo, and these guys shooting the damn lights out from behind from any and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just raining threes. And when I was watching this clip here with LeVar, that's what he kept saying is, folks think that Steph and the Golden State started this, but we've been doing this since way back. You know what I mean? And look at where they shooting the three. Look at where they shooting the three from. So once again, it's so interesting because my man is like, yo, he's just echoing the same sentiments. And I think that a lot of folks don't think that would be the case, right? That you'd hear them talk and that they would be feeling about things the same way that LeVar feels about things. But let's keep on.
Yo, you know, I also worked in the G League in Santa Cruz. I really respect the league a lot. And it's been a few years for you since you left UCLA. You played in Lithuania. You did, now you're doing the G League thing. If you had to do it over again, you're kind of one of the few guys that's done the buffet, if you will. If you had to do it all over again now, looking at the your choice, you had a do-over, would you choose a particular route or you're cool with the route you chose?
I'm cool. I wouldn't change nothing for real. That's just like how I am. No, I ain't got no problem with it. It's just part of life.
What was the best thing you ate in Lithuania?
Bro, I used to eat crepes every day, bro. Eggs Benedict, you know, stuff like that. I ain't really had too much to pick from for me.
Listeners, do not sleep on crepes if you're overseas. That's actually great advice. And if you need a go-to, just that Nutella and banana is a banger.
if you want some crepes, some fire crepes, go to Amsterdam. And they got the crepes, and they got this it's nectar, some like pancake puffs or whatever, and they make it with all of the, oh my god, life changing situation.
I had Nutella crepes, bro, that for breakfast, pretty much.
Bro, there it is. Listeners, there it is. If you're overseas or if you want a holiday treat, actually, it's making me hungry. Actually, speaking of holidays, kind of, it's a
One thing that I will say, and this is related but unrelated, the most overrated thing or underrated thing, overrated thing that I experienced eating overseas, we went to Belgium, and I was like, oh shoot, let me get me a Belgian waffle. Was not as good as the crepes and the Nukem Puffs or whatever.
Holiday season, you got a close-knit fam, like Rich said. It's the holiday season. Is there a particular memory that you have that's holiday season that kind of around Lavar that most people may not know or think about?
It's nothing like crazy. I mean, I get together with my family. I used to when we were younger and stuff. Like the whole family would get together at my grandma's house, have a good time. Like all my cousins.
The best gift giver in that group, man.
Best gift giver. I like my Uncle Bill. He just slap us money though. Straight. He'd be like, "Merry Christmas," just slap money on it.
I know you're an uncle now, man. You got to come correct with the gifts now. It's just important for cool uncles, man, to represent.
Yes, sir.
Is there any kind of situation where you're thinking about the holiday season and as far as just helping others, man, pretty you guys are in some prime opportunities or something you're doing in the family, whether it's your brothers, your pops, yourself, either Chino Hills or beyond, giving back for the holidays?
I'm sure my pops is getting into something. Like I ain't really talked to everybody right now, so I don't know what they're doing exactly right now, but I'm sure my pops might get into something. Go see the.
You're focused on who?
I will say, from what I could tell, we saw Zoe do something where he gave some dads in Chicago an opportunity to buy some stuff at the store or at the team store or whatever. We saw some clips from Liangelo, probably even after this showcase here, doing some like charity work and all of that stuff. So it seems like they all moving around and all of that stuff and doing some work. But it looked like that stuff happened after this.
You're focused on hoops. Real quick, one last thing on hoops. If I'm telling everybody right now, they got to watch the G League showcase because I love it. I think the basketball has never been better. I think the quality of the game and the players have never been better. Just tell our listeners right now what people got to tune into this tournament and watch the Swarm play. It's good hoop, right? It's good basketball.
Yeah, it's good hoop. I mean, and especially with everybody being out because of COVID, I feel like players is more hungry. So it's for sure good style of play right now all around this league.
Like now more than ever, you're going to see a bunch of these guys in the league soon. I mean, because of the health and safety protocol stuff, like a lot of these guys are going to be playing in the new year for sure.
Those for sure. Like I think it really opened up a lot. Like everybody's playing more hard and stuff, trying to get to that next level.
Who's a player in the G maybe that you just came across in the last few months that you've been impressed by and like really people might not know about, but you think has a good future in the league other than yourself?
This dude Cam McGriff on our team.
All right.
Yeah, he nice. I like his game. He play hard, get to the cup, can shoot it, and stretch the floor good.
Good players. I know we have some GMs in the G League.
Hey, that boy Cameron Griffin can hoop. Super athletic. I think that in watching some of the Swarm games, the first thing you notice about him is the athleticism, right? You catch him on a break. If he's attacking the basket, he's going to jump out of the gym with it. And what I appreciated about his game was you see that athleticism, right? And then I found myself, then he started pulling up from behind the arc. And I'm like, come on, bro. You a dunker, right? You want to pigeonhole him into a certain space of like, yo, you an athletic guy. But he started knocking down shots and you start to see the depth of his game. So that's the one dude who in watching a lot of Swarm stuff, I was like, yo, he got a shot.
And that listen to this podcast, man. So they're already on all you guys as far as you got going on. Rip, you want to do some fire rounds? I have so many questions for you, Jello. I want to talk about Chino Hills. I have so many questions. But we'll wrap it up with our fire round for you, man.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, Jello, we end every interview with the segment we call 1 star to 5 stars. We're 1 stars, man. We're the non-athletic guys. We're trying to get better with advice and tips from every guest we have on this pod. So I want to ask you a few questions that kind of run on a 1 to 5 star scale. So 1 being the lowest, 5 stars obviously being the highest.
So
you're big time on social media and your following has kind of blown up over the years. I think you're up to almost 3 million on Instagram with followers, but you only follow like 100 people. So I want to know, because you follow so few people, who is a 5-star follow in your opinion? Maybe someone that you always kind of look forward to checking out their stories or whatever.
But I don't really be on my gram too much. Like, I don't look forward to checking out nothing. But man,
that's the answer right there. Rip for mental health is the answer. Is there somebody that you stopped your scroll though? Usually just have something good. Is there? We're always looking to find better follows, bro. That's why we ask.
Nah, I don't know, bro. Like, I just be like, I'll see my girl stuff. If she posts something, that's cool. My brothers, like, it's nothing crazy though. I don't even be on it.
Next time you log in, at 1-Star Recruits, brother, check us out. We're on there.
Right. Yeah, right. It's all about hoop, man. It's all about hoop for this guy right now. No social media.
All right, DK mentioned Lithuania. You were there for 4 months when you were 19, and we hear all kinds of crazy stories about overseas hoops. I know you got the crepes, which is good, but there's all kinds of stories about bad travel, people not getting paid, and I know you had some crazy moments over there. So, what was your kind of 1-star welcome to Lithuanian basketball moment? Maybe a crazy story or experience that you don't want to ever remember.
Nah, I don't care about it. I'll tell y'all though. Probably like when I went overseas in Romania, they were like heating up hot quarters and dropping them down the tunnel. So they was like putting hot quarters on us while we was waiting in the tunnel.
Hey, so I'll tell y'all this. I didn't experience the hot quarter stuff. But when my dog was in Romania, I put this video up on the channel a while back, throwback. So this was the game that he's talking about, throwback to when we were in Romania, and post-game. I think this post-game, because it was the last game of the tour, I pretty much interviewed like damn near everybody on the team in the whole building, like live on the stream. So it was really dope. But Romania was, in Macedonia, it was crazy. So I wonder if it was a mix-up, because this place was actually super nice. And the crazy thing about the Romania thing is that we got there, and it's the only place that was like they had security guards follow us around everywhere, and like undercover plain clothes security guards. So they took us to the mall, and like the GM of the team, he would be walking with us. Then all of a sudden some dude would come in and like check in with us, and he's like, oh, that's security. And then that's security. So Romania was crazy for sure. But all right, let's keep going.
So that was one of the craziest things.
Damn.
Another thing is I for sure didn't get paid like how I was supposed to, but is that I don't be tripping money when I play for real, so I let them have that. But I was like, damn, I ain't get paid.
We had Bismarck Biambu on last week, and we said some rumors we heard too about over there. He said immediately, all fake news, all bullshit. Tread lightly. Is basically what he said.
Here's what I'll say. From what my understanding, especially about Lithuania, is that the team was so far in like the red or whatever, like they owe so much money that's how they had all of the BB challenge games, because the Big Baller brand and then like the Ball in the Family TV show paid damn near the whole roster. You know what I mean? That's how they had the sponsorship and all of that stuff. So yeah, they weren't getting paid because they damn near was paying to play type of vibe.
That's the stories you always hear about not getting paid, man. And you guys brought so many people out for those games too.
Yeah, you gotta like hunt your money down for real out there. But it depends where you go for real. Some teams they got it organized. But,
yeah.
And it's probably why my man Jello has not like really wanted to go back overseas, right? His experience has been pretty crazy, you know what I mean, with some of these different ball clubs. So just be over there trapped or whatnot, I can see how that'll be wild.
In Lithuania though, it was cool. I didn't know what to expect. I was 18.
Let's move it back to the hometown in Chino, because you guys kind of put that city on the map. And I'm in Long Beach right now. I live not too far away, but I've never really known anything about the restaurant scene over in Chino, because we love food on this podcast. So yeah. I just want to know, whenever you find yourself back home in the Inland Empire, what's the restaurant you always have to stop in at?
Well, I stop in at Wingstop, but that's everywhere. But a place that y'all don't like, that nowhere else has, is Bravo Burger.
Bravo Burger, that's in Chino?
Chino Hills, yeah.
You just get the burger and fries there? What's the order?
No, I get the breakfast burritos. That's the best. But
if you don't know about breakfast burritos in Southern California, it's really the hidden gem. I like fish tacos, but breakfast burritos, Jello, that's the hidden gem of SoCal, man.
In Cali, you gotta get that. It's everywhere.
Go in there, Bravo Burgers. Tell them Jello sent you.
Hey, they gonna know too. You might get some.
Hey, I'm actually curious about Greensboro because you've been there for a few months now, and we love to hype up those smaller towns. What's a place you found out there by the arena or by the crib that you're liking so far as far as food? You got Wingstop out there?
Fleming's a couple times.
Which one?
The steakhouse Fleming's. You know what that is?
Yeah, Fleming's.
Fire. Yeah, it was good. I didn't know they had that in Greensboro.
I didn't either.
Bro, man, Wingstop and Fleming's, man. You always will have your spots throughout the country. Any NBA team that calls you up, you have your grub spots.
For real.
All right, last one here. I want to talk jersey swaps because they've been going on for years in the NBA and the NFL. And I want to know with Jello Ball, if you could swap jerseys with any athlete, any sport ever, let's do like one male and one female. Who would they be?
Any sport. Female, probably like tennis, Serena Williams or something.
Fact.
If I had a $1 every time somebody said that on this podcast,
What is that? You like get her like sports bra or like?
I'd have like $18.
Workout
Like,
top.
Man, how many people say her?
That's hard. Yeah.
It's dope though.
But for a jersey swap, probably like Lonzo's or something. Take his jersey on.
Hell yeah, man. Well, hey, we
Facts.
appreciate you so much.
One of the things that I'll say is I love how you could tell that he really rocks with the fam and the brand because there was a thing where they were like who is I saw like a G League video and it was like who got the best drip in the NBA? He was like probably Lonzo. You know what I mean? Like anytime they ask him some question about NBA, probably Lonzo, probably Melo. You know what I mean? Those are the two that he go with.
Can you just share with our listeners? I know you're not on social that much. Any place you want to send people to check out what you got going on? Check out your lady?
He said,
The lady. All right, that's pretty much the interview, man. Shout out to the folks over at let me pull it back up. One Recruit podcast. It's pretty good. There's a whole podcast episode. Definitely go show them some love, man. Retweet the video. I mean the tweet. You can find that bad boy on the Twitter. Y'all can go to my page. Let me see. How you get to my profile? All right, here we go. ABD Hero. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? The quote tweet right there in the tweet. Go ahead and hit that. Show that some love, man. Get some likes on that bad boy here. Bam, some hearts. Follow them, all of that stuff. Tweet him and say, yo, my man ABD Hero gave y'all a shout out. All of that vibes. Also, if you still here right now, make sure y'all tapped in tonight, bro. Because we going to the Pacers versus Hornets game. We will be in the building. And I think we got some pretty decent seats as well. So, shit, man, ABD Hero, we get out of here.